Hey, it's your boy Bobby B. Here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Jukebox and Marvin. We're going to be talking about this. Now, Jukebox, when it comes down to it, we all know Jukebox. Jukebox is pretty much, Kanan's cousin. She's also the one that's always around Kanan. She's in the crew. We all know that about Jukebox. The same way we know that Marvin is her father. Marvin, of course, as we all know, is part of the clique. Basically, he's with Raquel and his brother Lulu. And then there's him. Well, really, if you want to look at it, he's the oldest. His sister's the second oldest, and Lulu was the youngest. However, when you look at the group, he's really the number 3. Basically, when it comes down to it, though, Jukebox is most definitely she's under her father. Marvin, obviously, when it comes to his daughter, has been teaching her a lot of stuff because Jukebox knows the streets very well. But then again, when your whole family does it, you're going to have to know it. So the thing is, with Jukebox and Marvin, why is it that it seems like Jukebox don't want to really be, she like being with Raquel and Kanan, but she don't really like to hang with Marvin like that. And the same way, it seems like Marvin don't really trust his daughter. So you got to think to yourself, okay, what's going on? Basically, we know that Jukebox, in terms of life, she goes to school, she can sing, all that good stuff. And right now she's in love with a white girl who is rich on the other side of town. Now, you got to remember, this is going on like 1991. So number one, 2 girls in love, not going to happen. You already know some conflict going to happen with that. The fact that it's a black girl and a white girl, even more conflict. The fact that the black girl is poor and the white girl is rich, conflict in that. Whether you guys know it or not, there was a lot of conflict, especially in those times, about those things. And still, there's some conflict about that to this day. Either way it goes, when it comes down to it, Jukebox has a life and her father has a life. But then again, we all know that her father doesn't really trust her. When it comes down to it, her father was looking through her things and we didn't know why. So the question was even brought up, like, why are you doing this? It was like, oh, I'm just looking for something. So when it comes down to it, like, the Jukebox has that school life, the life with the girl, the whole thing. But then she's also stealing clothes. Her and a crew, because like Jukebox got different crews. She's the one out of everybody that has like a lot of lives. Meaning that, okay, she's at school, she's a singer, she's got this girl that she's studying with, but they got something going on. She's also stealing clothes and selling clothes. And she also she has so many lives that no one knows about. She's the most private member in that family. And the thing is with Marvin, he doesn't really trust her because he sees things with his daughter. So when it comes down to it, Kanan is like, how can we put this? We know that Kanan and Jukebox are cousins, but at the same time, they're like best friends. They're brother and sister because Kanan knows things about her that nobody else knows. The same way she's close to Raquel, but not really close to Marvin. I don't really know Jukebox's relationship with Lulu like that, but all I know is when it comes down to it, her and Marvin really have something going at it. You can tell. So with that being said, I'm saying to myself, well, what's going on? The reason why I'm saying what's going on is because you see basically that Jukebox is there and her father's there, but where's the mother? Not only that, are there other brothers and sisters? Does Marvin have kids with other women? Do we know about any of those things? No. Why is Jukebox doesn't trust her father? And why does Jukebox's father doesn't trust her? There's a lot going on with that. All I can say when it comes down to it is that we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to see why these two don't trust each other. That's something that we're going to have to check out. Not only that, how did Jukebox become the monster that we eventually know her to become? Jukebox is an assassin. Jukebox is somebody no one plays with. I remember when Jukebox had showed up in the show, people were scared of her. Jukebox was such on a big level that even Kanan to some degree, he loves her, but Kanan feared her to some degree. Ghost knows her. And there's a form of fear and awareness to Jukebox as well. So when it comes down to it, you got to think to yourself, okay, this is who she is. Or the person that we see, this is her. But how did she become that person? So we're going to have to sit back and we're going to have to put that together and see just how that happened. And not only that, we're going to have to see why Marvin and her do not trust each other. But basically, I just want to say to all of you that this is your boy, Bobby B's here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And 1.